Hi Gemini, welcome to your story. So my style is, I'm a Libra, so my style is very much, I pull 16 cards, there's two columns, so it's going to be two different stories, and basically the idea is like the scales, I weigh both stories, they both have their valid weight, and they both have their truth, and at the end, I try to give you that third perspective or to connect these two stories. This could be interpreted as however it is that makes sense for you. It could be masculine, feminine energy, light, shadow, two different thoughts in your head that you're trying to work with, personal life, professional life, whatever these stories could be. It could be anything. But like I said, at the end, I try to unite them and make sense out of it for you. Um, and these are just tarot cards. These are clarifiers in case along the way, as I read the energies, um, I have an additional question to clarify with. I pulled all the cards off screen to save some time. So let me show you. These are all oracle decks besides the clarifying deck. So here we have Medicine Man or Woman and Celtic. Medicine Man or Woman or Celtic. This feels very, very shaman energy to me. Shaman energy to me, like, it feels like an ancient, ancient ability or ancient concept trying to come into a sort of not a modern way, but a different way to apply that concept there. So maybe there's like a skill of yours or a thought of yours that's trying to be perceived or thought of in a different way, or develop in a different way, or given a new life, a new expression. So let's go with Shaman and Energy Healer. The next two cards are the Queen of Keys and the Four of Keys reverse, clearing the way. Queen of Keys and clearing the way in reverse. Queen of Keys, so it could be that you are a woman, but this could just be feminine energy or a feminine perspective, or a more nurturing or a more spiritually connected energy or thought. But this is a good sign. This is on the up and up. This is a progressive energy or progressive creative endeavor. Ooh, that feels right. Like a business or um, uh, a concept or a thought or this feels very creative energy. You could be a feminine healer. Let's see, clearing the way in reverse. This is a very good sign. Clearing the way in reverse means that maybe you feel like there's been delays, or you've been procrastinating, or something just hasn't progressed the way that you wanted to. This is saying you're fine. The way is clear. It's just a perception. Keep going. Keep going, because progress is almost like assured. So you could be a medicine woman or a healer, more with a lot of feminine energy, that you've been sort of trying to work on something. Let's see. Ooh, okay. We have the Gnosis and we have the Orphan. So the Gnosis is first. This is like turning a feeling into fact, or it's like finding a truth that you can use as a fact. Finding that little piece of knowing. Ooh, okay. There's a little piece of knowing that is going to become so much stronger that you can finally use it as a fact, not as just this knowing that you're just not sure what to do with. It's going to become so much stronger, that you will be actually able to use it more decisively. And then the Orphan card. Okay. This is going deep within you. This is one of those things where Oh, this feels so good. This is one of those healings. This is one of those truths that's so unique and personal, and like you just feel like that's just so you, and at the same time, it's a universal truth. Like you will find that the deeper you go and the more unique and personal you keep digging about this knowing, the more it's going to develop into like, oh, everybody. This makes sense for everybody. It's like whatever medicine you're bringing in and developing and working on and digging within yourself, this knowing and this truth, it's like the heart of the universe. It's like not a single person wouldn't be able to almost like relate or have a story or have experienced this in their own way in the whole spectrum of what it is. But you are going to go the deepest. And by going the deepest into this wound or into this story or into this knowing or ability, you will embody it so purely that it will become like a universal energy within you. Oh, that feels good. Quicksilver and Earth Heart. Okay, yeah, okay, yep. There we go. Quicksilver, Earth's Heart. Yeah, that's why I said that. Yeah, a universal heart or something. Um, it's less of a universal heart, obviously, because now I have the card of Earth's heart. So rather than like the universal truth, yeah, no, it will feel like a universal truth, but you're going to have to find it so deep within you, so deep into your personal, unique experience. Whatever life story, whatever's happened to you, whatever this skill or knowing that is going to come up and that you're trying to embody, that you're rephrasing or re-perceiving about yourself or about a story or something that you went through, you try to make it the most personal, the most unique, the most like victimy, the most like I'm the only one who could possibly understand this. Try to make it that, because the deeper you go into that, the bigger your heart will open. This is a heart awakening. Oh my god, that feels nice. So the Quicksilver here, this is an awakening. This is a heart awakening. Yeah, your heart is opening up. That's why you have to go into this wound, and that's why you have to look at it as a personal thing. Stop trying to be spiritual about like, yeah, but we're all one, we're all the same. Try to get more into that place of I want to say ego, that personal experience, that personal life that you've lived. There's a gem, there's something very unique to you that by working on that, by facing that, by bringing that knowing into light, sorry, um, your heart will awaken. It's like a heart healing, heart awakening. It just feels so intense. It just feels like the moment you tap into that piece of knowing, it'll just like explode and just spread love out. Um, yeah, okay, so this is this one story. This is that one story. Now the second story on this side, so we have baby and health. Like another health, another healing card, and then baby. So this could be, you could be a feminine healer with a child, and but this feels more like more of the concept and the energy. Let's keep it more broad. Um, this feels like you're healing a wound that you got from a very, very young age, or this ability or this healing journey, it feels very new. If it feels very fresh, it's like It's like a new level of your soul's expansion or growth. It's a brand new thing. It's almost like you didn't come here still working on this from a past life. It's like this is your life where you start to work on this. Yeah, those two cards there. Oof, oof. So we have the treasure and on track. Two of keys, the treasure, and one of scrolls, on track. Okay, again, the treasure. This is another one of those, like, inside you there's a gem. It's something so personal. Oh, that's so funny. It's a gem. It's something so very personal. And now the on track and reverse is actually the opposite of that other story, where in this one you've been distracted from going within. You've been procrastinating, or you've been sort of getting off track. Getting off track to figuring out or activating or starting this path there. That feels better. You've been sort of bit on a delayed path to starting this journey of yours. It's almost like part of you knew that there's something new coming in, or there's the thing you need to develop, and you haven't quite jumped into that journey yet. Next to we have the medallion and the prayer. Okay, yeah. That treasure, that gem, because this came out right under it, it could actually be like there's something physical in your life, in your reality, like an object. And it's actually, it's kind of like an ancestral theme to it, a tinge. Like it's either something that you've kept because it's some sentimentality from from your family, or a loved one, or it's one of those repetitive. It's one of those things that to begin your next journey, you need to end your last one, and this is like you're on the tail end of it. You still have to shed one more thing, or change one more habit, or clear one more pattern. And it could be represented in a physical way around you. There could be like an object that you still have around you. That is the thing that's slowing you down, or it's taking up too much space, and you're not, or like a habit, and you're not seeing it, you're not getting it. And then the prayer, obviously, for you to let this go, for you to know what it is that I'm talking about, this object or this pattern or this habit. Ask, pray for it, meditate, connect to the divine through your heart. And through your, by what I mean by through your heart is in an honest way. Be ready to say, okay, whatever this habit is, whatever this pattern is, whatever this object is, no matter what it is, I'm ready to let it go. The minute you tell me, the minute I get that knowing, I'm going to throw it out. Or I'm going to stop. That's it. Yes. All you have to do is be ready. Pray for it. And praying from your heart means actually mean it. When you say, I'm going to give that up, then the minute you figure it out, then give it up right away. That's like you mean it. Do it like you mean it. Don't ask and then figure out what it is and then decide. Decide before you even know that you're done with that stuff. No matter what it is. Whatever it is that you need to sacrifice or give up or stop. And then the last two cards, we have two planets, Venus and Uranus. So Venus is that pleasure, that sensual, that feminine, it's that good energy. whatever it is that you have around you, or that habit that you keep doing, whatever that object is, it's giving you short-term pleasure. That's the distraction. That's the off track. That's the thing that's keeping you from diving in. There's something that you do that's like a short-term escape. And you might be spending a lot of time on this thing, but it's still a short-term fix. It's still like a quick little thing that you think, oh, it's not that much. It's not that big a deal. It's not this or that. It is. It's actually much bigger than you realize. It's stopping you from a lot of progress. It's not sustainable. In this new you, in this new life, in this new skill, in this treasure that you have to uncover and work on and embody, you can't bring this thing with you. Okay, so there is a giving up of something. There's a sacrificing. There's a, I don't want to use those words, but there is a habit. There is a pattern that absolutely needs to go for you to get into this new path. You cannot bring that with you. And it looks like something, it's different for everybody. It's gonna look like something that's so simple, it's so silly. It's like, I don't need to give it up. I could just do it much less. This is saying you picked up a habit, or you picked up an object, or you picked something up at a point in your life where it was probably helping you and you really needed it at that point. And now that point is done, that cycle is done, you're going into a new cycle, that needs to stay, that needs to go. You can't bring it into your next cycle. It's slowing you down, and it's making it very much harder for you to connect to that new path, or new life, or new healing, or whatever it is that you're going to next. All right, so let me combine the two. We have a heart awakening here, a very like strong healer energy on this side. Oh, this feels like the result of achieving this progress. So giving up the thing that's slowing you down or stopping you from starting this new project or phase or job or habit or whatever it is that you want to achieve next. It's a new cycle in your life. It's a new thing in your life. Give up the thing to start your new cycle, and that new cycle looks like the ultimate healer. It's like this could be happening at the same time. Like as you start to do this will just come forward. It's because this feels much more like your heart awakening could happen like this, but I don't think it can happen without you starting this. But the minute you start this could just bam, heart awakening, medicine man, medicine woman, new perceptions, new embodiment of love, new vibration entirely, new aura, everything cleared. That's what it feels like. Okay, let me just ask. I want to know this side. What do you need to give up? What is it? Some hints about this sacrifice. Those hints about the sacrifice. Queen of Shells. Queen of Shells, peace and compassion. And Knight of Acorns, action and drive. Yeah. This thing that you picked up, this habit or this object or this pattern that you picked up had a purpose in your life and really helped you at some point to heal or get past a hard time, or it distracted you in a positive way at some point. Release it with compassion, release it with love, releasing knowing that it was valuable for you to get to this point. Don't just throw it out and be like, whatever. release it knowing that it was a very necessary point. Or at least when you're trying to figure out what it is that you need to give up, know that it might be invisible to you, or it might be hard for you to recognize that that's the thing, because if you brought it into your life as a positive thing, so you may not be thinking, oh, that's, I should be giving that up. No, it was very good at some point, but it needs to go now, because it is slowing you down. It's slowing down your drive and your actions. Your actions. This is my cat Lenny. It's slowing you down. It's the thing that's stopping you from moving forward to the next cycle, to your next project, to the next phase of your life. So this thing, it could be different for all of you. This thing that you need to stop, and so you can focus more deeply in yourself. It's a positive thing. It's a thing that, of course, you would have a hard time seeing or giving up, because at some point it was very valuable to your healing or to whatever it is that you were going through. So that's all I got. I hope it helps. If this is your story, it sounds very similar, and you want more details, contact me, and I will pull more cards and do a personal reading for you. Okay? See you later.